Hello! Hi everyone! Welcome to my chat. No, welcome to my live. I haven't done a live last week. I didn't do a live last week. Work was a bit busy. But I'm back. And I want to finish building the TVA temporal loom room. How's everyone? Did you all watch Deadpool? I had fun watching Deadpool for the most part. But I have to say the third act kind of took me out a little bit. But overall I enjoyed it. It was fun. A lot happened in the movie. So today, I want to finish building the TVA temporal loom room. Such a hard name to say. So I already printed and cut everything out. So all I need to do is fold and glue today. Oh, let's see. This took so long to do, but I'm getting very close to finishing it, I think. Have you seen Deadpool Wolverine yet? Yes, I watched it. I liked it, but I have questions. I have a lot of questions. Man, you inspired me to get a custom 3D printed head from my Marvel Select Apocalypse. I mean, paintings are great, but it was fun. Oh, that's cool. I haven't tried getting those 3D printed heads yet. Because it feels like I'm wasting the original heads. It's kind of weird. I already have a box of extra heads and hand laying around. And I try to keep the original figure as is most of the time. Thoughts on Doomsday and RDJ? I like the idea that the person who saved the MCU is also going to be the one who could potentially ruin it. I like that idea, but I'm still waiting for the execution, because it could be done really well or it could feel cheap. Yeah, I never had the confidence to paint until I watched your X-Men series. Oh, thank you. I do have to say, cell shading isn't as hard as I thought, but it is quite tedious to do. I don't think I enjoy it as much as the live action ones. Like, I had a lot of fun. Who did I paint? Oh, Wolverine and Deadpool. I painted those 2, 3 in the last 2 weeks. Those were much more fun to do than the animated ones for me. Even though I love how the cell shading turned out, it's just a lot more work is required. Do you think the MCU needs a reboot? Soon. I think they should. Just because all the actors are getting older. Even when you look at Robert, he looks much older already. So you can't really have the same actors playing the same roles forever. No hard reboot is needed, in my opinion, but a soft reboot could help clean things up. Yeah, I agree, yeah. So keep like Shang-Chi and Miss Marvel, maybe even Captain Marvel, but certain older actors can pass the torch, so to say. So last time I was on stream, I kind of showed the loom, the rings, and I was trying to build it, and I have finished, sort of. Let me show you. It took so long to do this, but this is what it looks like. Not the best. All the yarn that I wrapped around the loom looks a little crazy, but I think it gets the job done. I'm not gonna work on it anymore. It took way too long. I think I spent a week or two just on this. But it looks good. Now I just need to build the room. So with the loom done, I just need to finish. I just need to actually build the room. And this is the floor piece, and the other pieces are for the wall. So my backup plan, like if the loom didn't work out, my backup plan was just to use, oh, I can't grab this piece. It's just gonna have the image of it. But now that I've built my own loom, I think I will use this instead. And that means I'm gonna have to cut out the windows so that I can see through it. But first, I need to laminate this so that it looks like there's glass and you can look through it. I'm not gonna build the bottom floor though. It's just gonna be way too dark. You won't be able to see anything anyway. So let me laminate the floor piece first. Who's your favorite Marvel character and DBC character? I've said Wanda was my favorite MCU character, but now that I've done the Loom tour, I can finally reveal that War Machine is also my favorite. It used to be the favorite, but the MCU hasn't done much with War Machine, so it's kinda got taken over by Wanda. But I like War Machine more. Maybe. I can't decide yet. Yeah, I'm gonna say War Machine, just to change my answer a little bit. And my favorite Dragon Ball Z character is Ultimate Gohan, or Mystic Gohan. He's my favorite. But he's also been misused quite a bit. Anyway, back to this floor piece. I'm just gonna wait for the laminator to heat up. And I'm gonna laminate this. The issue I have is that the laminated pouch, we call it the pouch itself, it's not long enough to cover up the entire floor. No. I'm having trouble with the pouch. One sec. War Machine kind of got wasted. Yeah, I was rewatching Endgame a little bit. Rhodey barely got to speak, at least in the first half. Feel bad for him. I feel like he could have done so much more. Alright, so I have a problem with the laminating pouch because my floor is wider is too wide, so I can only cover up most of it at a time. I googled, and apparently I can tape 2 pouches together and it should still be able to feed through the machine. So I'm gonna have to try that. I hope I don't wreck it, because that'll be embarrassing. So according to Google, if my piece is too long, I can tape the pouches together so that it will feed all the way through. So let's see if that's gonna work. I'm a bit scared. Feed it through, and it'll come out as one piece, hopefully. But I have to wait for the machine to heat up first. Did you watch my room tour video? Do you like how I display my displays? I like my wall. I'm normally not that tidy as a person, but that wall keeps me tidy because I want to make sure it looks nice and clean all the time. But you don't see the other side of the wall where I work on my stuff. There are a lot of open boxes and scrap pieces. I'll clean up this side eventually, but the pretty side stays pretty. Are you ready? Can't tell. I think you're ready. Okay, so I think the machine is ready. So let's hope this works. Feed you here. And I hope the tape doesn't get caught between the rollers. That's my worry. I like them, I think it's nice, and the big boba is cool. Yeah, I love that sleeping Bulbasaur. I have so many Bulbasaur figures and plushies, but I think that one's my favorite. Oh shoot. Uh-oh, hold on. I have to pause this. I should have taped it better. Oh, I broke. I see a potential hazard. The bottom half of the pouch is not sticking. Oh, great. Oh. I'm glad I caught it. Otherwise, I could have wrecked this. I need to tape the pouch shut. this gonna work? It's gonna work. Oh, I'm just pull it out. Hold on. Okay, I need to fix this. How should I fix this? The issue is the bottom is not going to feed. Can't just pull it off. What should I do? Oh boy. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna try and fix this pouch real quick. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. So I pulled it out. It looks a little wrecked, but I added more tape to the front and back. I added more tape to the front and back side to connect the two pouches. So I'm gonna try and feed it through again. Hopefully it works. Let's hope this is not gonna wreck it. Sorry about that. Oh. Okay, I'm just gonna wait for it to heat up again. You know what I find interesting about my displays? is that I think half of them are from the Multiverse saga and the other half are from the Infinity War saga, which I find a little bit interesting. I thought I would have more displays from the Infinity saga, but I think my favorite ones are actually the ones from the Multiverse saga, like the WandaVision, the Wondagore, or the Citadel. I like those one a lot. I still don't have an Avengers 1 display yet, because they haven't released that Hawkeye, or Hulk, or Nick Fury. So I'm still waiting for those figures before I build the Avengers 1 display. But I do have a lot of Thors, so maybe I'll do either Asgard or Revengers soon. Maybe. Okay, let me see. Are you ready? Okay, let me try laminating again. That was awkward. Let's hope I don't mess up this time. I'm gonna reprint this. Let's feed it in. Let's hope the tape doesn't mess up the laminator. Okay, bro, your collection grew a lot in this much time. Yeah, I think for a while I thought I would have my displays under control, but now I think I'm reaching the point where I'm gonna have too many displays soon, but I don't want to stop making them. The figures look so much cooler in a display. I think the Multiverse ones are cooler because the dioramas are more tricky and more creative. Good point. I think that does make sense. A lot of the Infinity Saga ones are just terrain and blocks. But with the Multiverse ones, I have the Vision versus Vision library scene, Citadel, the No Way Home one. Yeah, I guess it's a little bit more creative. Okay, is this working? Maybe. I think I'm gonna feed it through one more time, just to flatten it out. Oh, uh-oh. Did you all like Deadpool? I have some minor issues with it, but overall, I like the direction. Oh, I was wrong about the costume. I was so sure that they're gonna give Deadpool a new costume by the end of the movie. Like how all the Spider-Man movies, they always end with him getting a new suit. I thought that was what's gonna happen. So I'm glad they didn't give him a new one, because that design is pretty good. But the new figure though, I don't think it's as good as the old one. Have you ever bought some import figures from Japanese? No, those are too expensive. I think when I started my channel, I made a decision to focus on Marvel Legends because they're considered the cheaper option. Not anymore, but they were cheaper when I started. And the quality wasn't as good too, which means there's more potential for me to improve on them. But with the Japanese one, they're generally pretty good already, so it didn't feel like there's a point for me to paint them when they're already better. And they're more expensive. I can get 2 to 3 Marvel Legends for the price of one Japanese figure, so I'd rather do that. I like the WandaVision one with the TV. That's one of my favorite. And my favorite figure from you is Moon Knight. Yeah, the Moon Knight ones turned out surprisingly well. I hope he returns soon with the same costume, because that look is really cool. As for the WandaVision one, I love, that was one of my first, I guess, how do I explain it? That was one of my first dioramas that I created from scratch. Like the idea itself was original. I think the episode where Vision tried to escape just happened, and then I just had that idea. Okay, maybe I can recreate that whole theme where they're stuck in the television. But unfortunately, the very first TV I made was printed on regular paper, glued onto cardstock. So the moisture kind of warped the paper over time. It's not as sturdy as all my other displays, so I have to remake it. The new one is pretty sturdy. But I miscalculated and made the magic effect too tall. I kind of like how it looked before, where Wanda is kind of flying out of the TV in my shelf, but now she's just kind of standing in front of it. So if I had time, I would redo the magic effect, so then I can put both Wanda and Agatha above the TV, not in front of it. I'm just trying to peel the tape off. The tape is stuck. So the tape worked, but it's stuck. Okay, peel it off. Laminator melted the adhesive on the masking tape. Not coming off. Oh my god. Temporal Loom, is it the same one of Loki or is this the DP universe release bomb? It's gonna be the Loki one. I don't... Okay, let's talk about Deadpool. The third act confused me so much. Why would the TVA build the station in Deadpool's universe? Does it mean anyone can enter that station? I was so lost when that happened. I didn't really think that was Deadpool's home universe at first. I thought it was a specific universe, but then I realized they were back home and it just happened at that station right there. Was anyone else confused about that? It was just me. And who sent all the Deadpools there? I thought Cassandra was already down in the underground, but apparently she sent all the Deadpool up against Deadpool Prime and Wolverine. And why were they working for her? Okay, I'm having a lot of trouble with the tape, and so I'm just gonna keep peeling this. I think it's a room to enter, but I think for normal people they just go on the train. But then how did Deadpool and Wolverine get there? It was never explained. Anyway, I did enjoy, I think, the first two acts. Like the whole void part was fun. It's just at the end where they escape the void, that's when it started to lose me. Maybe because I was expecting it to get bigger, but it felt smaller instead. Oh yeah, how did the Deadpool Corp come here from there? Yeah, and where did they go after? We did not see them go back to their universe, so are they still there with Peter, just hanging out together? So many questions. But I assume you're not supposed to take everything too literally in Deadpool 3, because it just feels a little confusing. Okay, peeled most of the tape off. It's not perfect. I can see some bubbling there. Let me try run it through one more time. I hope I don't wreck it. I want to get rid of those bubbles. I like Johnny's Storm. Yeah, that was a fun cameo. Oh, speaking of cameo, I think I figured out what's wrong with the current MCU now. It's the cameos, but not all of them. Like No Way Home did it right, where everyone had a role, or they had a mini arc, except for Lizard, but everyone else kind of had their own mini arcs, so they weren't just showing up for no reason. But with Deadpool, the whole Deadpool gang just feels like they don't do anything to the plot. Like if you cut them all out, the plot stays the same. They don't change anything. It kind of has that multiverse of madness effect where the Illuminati just died within 2 minutes. I think that's the issue with cameos. They're just there because they're just there for no reason. But I did like Gambit, X-23, Blade, and Elektra. They at least served a little bit more to the plot. Is my laminator okay? I hope so. Also, for the Wolverine's fans out there, were you excited to see all the Wolverine variants and the comic recreations? Or are you a little bit bummed that they recreated all these iconic scenes already, but they don't mean anything? So if they do it again, it's not going to have such an impact anymore. Okay, but here's my 4-piece. I just have to cut it out. That worked. Use my laminator. Okay. So now I can cut this 4-piece out. I also think the marketing for Deadpool 3 was not the best. They kept focusing on how Deadpool would save the MCU. So when you watch the movie, you kind of expect something to happen. But in reality, they were pretty isolated, which isn't a bad thing. It's just that the expectation did not meet what was happening. And that makes sense. Oh, Ken, did you see the new Across the Spiderverse video that came out today? Oh, I didn't see it. Which figures are they releasing? But okay, here's the full piece. Not perfect, but it's laminated, so that's good. Now I have to do the wall pieces. So the idea was to build the room with the loom there. I'm not focused. And in case this is the backup plan, because I tried to make the loom myself and it turned out okay. Not the best, but the reason why I wanted to do it this way is because I blame Dollarama. Because watch this. It lights up. It doesn't really look like the loom from the show, but it's a pretty cool effect. Yeah, so Dollarama's fault. I spent like 2 weeks on this. So at Dollarama I found this LED rechargeable lights that has multiple functions. I originally got it so that I could maybe take photos using this light or something. But then, my brain was like, what if you use this to create the loom? So then you can like hide it inside the branches and make it glow. Yeah. While it's not perfect, I do love the idea of it. So that means I don't need the fake loom anymore. So I'm gonna have to cut out these windows too. But I don't think I'll laminate these pieces. So let me cut them out first. Heads up, you have another Spider-Man 2099 video locked because the new one looks way worse. Hey, random question. But did you play Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom? No, I played the first one on Switch. It's a little bit embarrassing, but I don't love how the weapons break. So I played the first, what's the name of the game? Breath of the Wild. So I played the entire game only using the bomb. So I would climb up a hill, use the bomb, roll it down the hill, and let the enemy walk towards it and get hit by it. So I would kill one of those mini bosses. I would spend like 20 minutes trying to kill that mini bosses with just the bomb. And I made it through the whole game until the end. I haven't beaten the final boss yet because I don't know how to use other weapons. Yeah, not good. Not good. I did not play that game correctly, but I somehow made it very far. Out these windows here. I haven't looked at the new Across the Spiderverse wave yet. So besides Spider-Man 2099, are there other new figures announced? I don't want to look it up yet, otherwise I'm not working on the loom. these windows. I'm curious to see the Across the Spiderverse figures. I'll look it up, but hold on. Let me cut out the windows first. I want to be careful. I don't want to. There are these little frames. I don't want to accidentally cut those out. It is paper, so it's a little fragile. Did they release a new Peter B. Parker figure? Because I want one, but I don't want one in sweatpants. It made the figure look so cheap. Okay, here's done. These ones are easier to cut. Hold on, give me 1 second. I'm curious now. Let me look up what's being released. They showed off a normal Peter Parker from the first film. Ooh. Marvel Legend Across the Spiderverse. Okay, I'm just gonna watch it while I cut. It's not playing. Ooh, cut it apart. Okay, I see it. So there is. I see a Miles Morales. What else? So it's a younger Miles, okay. there's, oh, I see it, Peter B. Parker. Oh, I guess the original Peter Parker, the blonde one. That one looks good. It's so weird to see him blonde though. I feel like I want to paint him actually, but then he doesn't have the belly. I like that one though. That one looks good. Let me cut this window out. Alright, so there we go. Now I can just glue these together. Okay, so let's do that. I sent the Across the Spiderverse raid post on IG. Okay, thank you. I'm also playing a video of somebody talking about it. The figures look good. They look like they're very posable. Come on. Okay. Oh, there's a new Gwen. And she's not squinting. I didn't like the Across the Spiderverse Gwen Stacy figure, Spider-Gwen, because her eyes were all weird, and I don't think I could fix it. But this new one here looks better. I'm glad I waited. Oh, cool, I like Spider-Gwen. But now I'm curious, is this gonna be their looks for the final movie, or are they gonna change up their looks again? Because one thing I don't love is when they give them a new look only to change it right after, without making it meaningful or something. Like they have to do something big with their outfits first. Oh, there's a new Spider-Punk. It's all purple though. I like the head, but not anything else. It's too purple. I like mine more. Oh, no. Okay, I see the Spider-Man 2099. Did they change the proportions? Oh no, it looks the same. Is it the same? Kind of looks the same. Oh, he's got the watch though. Oh, there's the other Miles. Okay. Interesting. Question, did you see the movie version of Carnage? And are you going to customize him too? I did. Let's watch the movie. It was fine. But it's just weird not seeing a Spider-Man in that universe. But I did order that figure. I just haven't gotten it yet. But once I do, I will work on it. Okay, so I'm just waiting for the glue to dry so that I can build the floor piece. Actually, I can continue. While it's drying, put this to the side. While that's drying, I do have these little pieces here that I need to do. But I need my reference footage. Where did I put? I don't remember. Great. Oh, I remember where I said. No, sorry, 1 second. I just need to check my reference. They removed the cape from the Spiderverse. Oh, right, I didn't notice that. Slight improvement, but I don't know if I would get that figure. It looks very similar to the one I already have. I don't mind the cape, but I also don't need the watch. The face looks okay, but I think I'll probably just get Gwen and the blonde Peter Parker because I don't have the original one. So these, when I look at the loom, photos of the room, there are these little steps near the wall. Like there's a little platform. So this is what that is. It's the little steps. I kind of forgot which piece goes where, but I'll figure it out. Are you guys gonna get the new Spiderverse figures? All of them or just some of them? I'm kinda disappointed. Maybe not disappointed, but the Cyber one, it's a good figure, but because she barely did anything in the movie, now I'm not that attached to that figure. I hope she gets to do something more, because it seems like they invested on that character, but just didn't give her anything in the second movie. So there's 2 pieces. Which one goes where? What's this? Who are you? There's this piece. This one looks more obvious. So for those who joined late, I'm building the loom room. Don't really, I've already laminated the floor piece and then I cut out the pieces for the wall. These are just minor details that I'm adding to make the room look less like a random backdrop. When I build a display, I try to avoid like those L-shaped walls and floor pieces, you know what I mean? Like it's just a floor and a wall. I personally think that that look makes the figure look even more toy-like. So when I do interior displays, I try to make it as three-dimensional as possible. I don't do a lot of interior displays. What do I have? I have the Citadel and I guess the library scene from WandaVision. With the library one, I try to build both floors and make it look as 3D as possible. And with the Citadel, I added part of the ceiling there and bookshelves so that it's not just the floor and the sacred timeline. Okay, so I'll let this dry. I still don't know what you are. What are you? Another piece. Does not matter. The only thing good with Miguel is he comes with the unmasked head. Yeah, I'm glad they released Miguel's face, because I've seen a lot of 3D printed ones. They're all really good. But I'm happy that they're doing an official one. Okay, where does this piece go? Let me look up my reference again. What is this? Who are you? I think this is at the very back. Okay. Oh, okay, I'm starting to get it. Okay. Oh, and then what is this piece? I'm sorry. I'm just sometimes I design these things and then I forget what they are. Oh, okay, this is one of those steps. And then what is this one? This one. What are you? You are, I think, the bottom step. Maybe? Go here. Nope. I'm so confused. I am so confused. Where are you? Nope. Maybe this? No. Okay, I'll figure it out. So I have more pieces. Oops. Okay. So I have more here. What are you? Who are you? So this piece. Let me fold this first. Maybe I'll know what it is after I fold this. Is the Process Spiderverse the only new release, or are they gonna do more? because I saw the I'm gonna get the Infinity War Outriders, but when are they available for pre-order? I don't see them yet, because I want to add them to my Infinity War display that I haven't made yet. I want to build that one day, and the Outriders would be perfect. So I think this goes here. No, this does not go there. And also, are there 2 Outriders in one pack? Is it a 2-pack or just 2 heads? I didn't watch the whole announcement, so I only saw a little bit of it. Because it would be nice to if it comes with 2 Outriders, because I don't want to get multiple packs. Okay, I figured out this piece. Cool. So let me glue this first. And I remember watching the stream, the Hasbro stream, is that what it is? When they announced the Outriders, and then they showed Captain America fighting against it. I feel like they could have chosen other figures, because I don't like that cap either. I was so disappointed in that figure. It was their second time releasing it, and it still didn't look that much like Chris Evans. But I guess they're proud of it. Yes, it is a 2-pack. Oh, nice. Great. Perfect. Am I missing pieces? So there is the pack. Oops. Okay. Why am I missing? I think this goes here. Yeah, okay, this goes here. Perfect. Who else have they not released from the Infinity War? They haven't done the Hulkbuster, right? The one Bruce was in? So who do I have? I have Iron Man, Captain America, Falcon and Winter Soldier, Doctor Strange kind of from... Yeah, actually, yeah, Doctor Strange. I have Doctor Strange. I have Wanda, Vision, the Guardians. Do I have all the Guardians? Yeah, I have all the Guardians. Teenage Groot, Thor. Maybe I'll do this off screen, because this is confusing me. Anyway, this is supposed to be the steps between the wall and the floor, but I need to figure out which goes where, and I don't want to waste too much time on stream figuring it out. So let's do the main stuff, the pretty stuff. I think the glue's dried here. So let me give this a fold. I'm not gonna laminate this time. I think it went a little too scary laminating the floor. I'll just keep it unlaminated. What's a 2-pack? The Outriders 2-pack. I think that's probably, besides the new Wolverine figure, that's the other one I want to get. And Spider-Gwen and the blonde Peter Parker Spider-Man. I think I'll be getting those ones. I'll think about the other figures. Yeah, I'll think about the other figures because I don't have a dedicated Spiderverse display. I have the 2 mini displays, which I really like, but I can't fit more there without it looking very, very cluttered. So either I have to remake a big one, big display, or I just don't get all of them. There are so many characters too, so I have to pick and choose which ones to get. And then another reason why I'm hesitating is because there's still a 3rd movie coming out. I'm now always skeptical with Spider-Man. I feel like they always get new suits. So I don't want to get a figure only to see them not use that suit in the next movie. Even though that's the trend now. Seems like a waste. Right? Don't you think it devalues the figure? Like Miss Marvel is the best example I can come up with. I feel like when she first got her suit at the end of her show, that figure seemed really cool. And we were all waiting for her to show up again in that suit. And then she got a new suit. And immediately, I feel like both figures, the new one and the old one, lost their value because nobody wants either. So flimsy. Maybe I should have laminated it. Oh yeah. So there's one side of the wall, and I need to glue the other side too. I was thinking about this. Actually, I've been thinking about this for a while. Remember right after Age of Ultron, or even during Age of Ultron, Wanda was considered quite dangerous anytime you see her glow. Because nobody at that point could do magic or shoot out magic. So whenever you saw her with her glowing eyes, you knew something was about to happen. But now, everyone glows, and you kind of lose that impact. Like nobody feels special anymore. In a way, it's kind of inevitable because everyone has to level up as a whole. But when I watched the Marvels and that nobody was reacting to Monica doing her thing, that's when I felt like, oh, they lost that awe. Like nobody reacts to anything anymore. It's just expected. But I also don't see how they can stay grounded forever, because they need to level up. They need to become stronger to fight stronger enemies. But I wonder if there's a middle ground where magic users can stay special. Okay, there we go. The wall is standing on its own now. I think it's supposed to wrap around this more. So let me fold it a bit more. When I was designing this room, I had to make a decision to make it wider or taller, and I ultimately went with wider because I feel like this window, it's the main, it's what makes this room. It has to be really wide. But if I make the walls taller, then you kind of lose that very wide look. Anyway, so the stairs are supposed to go, in between those two. It looks stupid now, but there's supposed to be a few steps between the wall and the floor, so doesn't look this bare. But I can't do the stairs now. There's too many pieces that I have to figure out. Like, what is this? Where do you go? Is this the bottom piece? No. So I'll figure that out off screen. And then, because I already made the loom, now I can have it in the background. And I can even make it light up in the background. Like that's, oh wow, that looks cool. Look at that. So that's my idea. Oh, okay. I'm happy that it's working. You know how the Cerebro display was all done within a week, from design to texture, folding, cutting, gluing. That was all done in 1 week. This one took me it's been 2 weeks now. I'm still trying to finish it, but it's looking good. I think it will work, hopefully. I think Hasbro can do a Thanos ship HasLab in the future if they decide to. That'd be cool. But what else would they include in the ship? Oh, a Hulk figure. Hulk and Thanos. That'll be great. Monica didn't levitate the wheel type thing in Infinity War, nor did anybody de-armor Thanos like she did. Wanda's garbage is scary and goated. Yes, I agree, yeah. I can't wait till she comes back. Hopefully. Hold on, let me grab. I have some more props. One sec. Oops. Oops, I dropped something. But okay, I don't think I can finish the room in this stream, but I should be able to finish it this week. Because I still need to figure out the steps, and that's gonna take maybe another hour or two. And I don't want to bore you, but I did prep other props. So I got a little desk here. Let me focus. So that desk would go, where is it supposed to go? I think here. I actually got two desks. Because like I said earlier, I don't like it when the display is just a floor and a wall. To me that looks too plain, too 2D. I like things 3D. So I got these little decks here. Did I, is that the wrong side? Maybe this way. This way? Maybe. And then I can add more to it. So I got this piece here. That's going to be a computer. So let me move this here. So yeah, I'm gonna add some props to decorate the room to make it feel more like the TVA from the show. I love the retro look from Loki. Actually, I've been wanting to build a TVA display for so long. I'm not sure you guys were there, but one of my first community posts was a poll, and I was asking which TVA scene should I recreate. I think the options were the elevator scene where Sylvie and Loki were fighting in front of. The other option was Lamentus 1, where the planet was exploding. And the third, I forgot the third option. I think the Citadel was the third option. Don't remember. But the poll said Lamentus 1. I was a little disappointed that it wasn't the elevator or the Citadel. But I'm glad I waited actually, because at that time, He Who Remains the figure wasn't out yet, so it wouldn't make sense anyway. And I don't think I was that great at designing displays then. But I do have a Citadel now, but I don't have TVA. And I'm glad I waited till Season 2, because I do think the set design in Season 2 looks even better than Season 1. Okay, so here's the computer. You can see Miss Minutes there on the screen. And I can place it, oops, and I can place it on the desk. I also already pre-made another one. This one has like a little display of the loom, and I can place it on this side. There's also a little keyboard that I can add to the desk. I'm just trying to make the room look more like a room, like a showroom where people work in, not too bare. Here's another little keyboard. I'll glue them down once I figure out where everything should go. But yeah, 2 computers, 2 desks, just to fill up the room a bit. So what else should I make? I know. So you can have the TVA, but not the TVA handbook. So I got one here. And I got some pages. This may sound stupid, but I love making books, paper books. I made the book Cagliostro. I think that was the first book I made. It looked really good. And then I made the Darkhold and some fake books. I did make some fake books for the library and Citadel, but I love making foldable books. So here are just pieces of paper folded in half. And the cover of the handbook. And I'm just gonna glue the spine together so that I get the handbook. So let's see. I'm just gonna glue it right down the middle. Do a couple sheets there so the book is thicker. Staple it in the middle. I'm not gonna staple it because the scale is off with a giant staple in the book. I think glue will be just fine, because I'm not really going to open it anyway. I'm just going to make the spine a little flatter. Let me see. Here it is, a little, it's hard to show on camera, so small. Here's a little TVA handbook. I'm gonna let it dry. I already pre-made a few more. They're really cute. I guess I can open it, but there's no point of opening it. So put one maybe on the desk. Maybe this one can be slightly open, that I can have it just laying somewhere. Maybe 3 is too much. Maybe I'll have 2. Just be like that. And I also have some of these posters that you see in the show. So maybe I can glue it on the wall or something. So I have this one with the pie. I also did this one where they're trimming the branches. What else did I print? And I have another one with the branches. I think if I add these, maybe not all of them, just some of them on the wall, it will make it feel more like TVA. Yeah. They all look really cool. Oh, I have this one with Ouroboros. Sorry, it's hard to see. So maybe I'll only add one or two. I don't want to have them all. Because I want to keep the workspace professional. Which one should I do? Okay, let me see and bring it closer. How do I show you? You're so small. Please don't fall, please don't fall. Focus. Which poster should I put in the loom room? Oh, that's hard to tilt it. Nah. Oh, I lost one. I thought I would like the one with the pie because we keep seeing it in the show. Ah, sorry, intro. I thought I would like this one. But it's too similar in color. Like it kind of blends. Can you focus again? It kind of blends into the wall. So maybe not that one. Maybe I have this really creepy one, but it looks too creepy. I think it pulls the attention too far away from the windows. Maybe the one with Ouroboros. This one looks good. And they don't have the figure yet, so maybe I'll do this one. There's this poster, the Timekeepers. No, it's too contrasty. I don't like this one. And then there's this one where they're pruning the timeline. The orange looks good. I like the orange. So maybe. And there's one more pruning one. No, this one's too red. Okay, so maybe I'll glue these two. These are the winners. Glue these two onto the walls. Okay, so let me see. Maybe on each side. Like that. And then I'll have this pruning one on the other wall. There we go. It looks like a fun workspace. Leaving some of the posters scattered on the ground as pamphlets could be nice. Ooh. Ah. I like that idea. Let's try. Ah. Smart. I like it. Maybe a creepy one at the back. Okay. Maybe not too many. Okay, I'll have 2 for now. Maybe I'll have... Yeah, let me put those 2, like timekeepers and always watching one. Or should I do the slice? Actually, no, I like the slice more. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna remove. I feel like this one is too season 1, like He Who Remains, or the time makes more sense in this room. Yeah, that looks good. Great idea. Perfect. So I think I'll end it here because all there's left are the little steps that I still need to figure out which piece goes where. I think this goes here. Oh, I think this goes here. I don't want to bore you. Because it's just me gluing these long pieces together, and I don't want to rush this too much. I need to glue the set before I add more. We'll see how this goes. I'll probably end it soon. I probably won't get to Mobius. I have the Mobius figure now. I probably won't get to him. And the Loki figure, the one with the Tesseract. I want to add those 2 to this scene. But I want to make sure the display is done properly first before I add the figures. And I do want to paint them just a bit as well. Because the brown, well, first of all, the suits look very glossy. I want to make sure it's just matte. I'm going to give them that cloth-like feel. And the Loki figure looks a little bit too youthful, so I kind of want to age him up just slightly. He's a little bit too beautiful, which Tom is, but I want him to look a little bit more stressed, so it fits more, so he can fit into this scene more. I think this goes here. This looks about right. I'll display Mobius on a jet ski if I have a chance. Yeah, that's a fun idea. I wasn't gonna get Mobius because I don't like figures in suits, but once I decided to make the Loom room, I just had to get a Mobius for this. Hopefully they release Ouroboros and maybe even Victor Timely as well. Then I can populate this room with the characters. Speaking of Victor Timely, did you all see Jonathan Majors kind of respond to Dr. Doom? It's a little sad to see that he's just been, I guess, replaced. Because you can argue other actors have done worse, but they were still given a second chance. but they somehow just completely wiped him off without giving him a chance to prove himself, I guess, in a way. But maybe they're just waiting. Maybe they're waiting to bring him back later. Since it seems like they figured out how to do that now with all the legacy characters, so maybe they thought about it and was like, if we save Kang later down the line, people will accept him better. Okay, I'm figuring this out. Next, what else am I missing? What's this piece? This goes there. Do you want to see Kang back in the MCU? I thought they did a pretty decent job setting him up with Loki Season 1, Quantumania Season 2. Especially the ending in Quantumania. I thought it was heavily implying that something off happened. Something like Scott didn't actually save the world. Like there's something still off about his world. Maybe he's in the wrong timeline or something. But who knows? Seems like they're moving away from that whole plot line now. Seems like a waste. Because in a way, if you think about it, besides maybe Wong, Kang was the only character that kind of links everyone together. Sort of. Not everyone, but he's been showing up in multiple projects. And now we don't have that anymore. So everyone feels even more disconnected again. MCU just proved Kang completely. As for reapproaching him in the future, seems very less likely, even though many of us support him. I wonder why he wasn't given a chance to at least be properly written out. Part of me hopes he still has a role in Avengers 5, but I hope he doesn't get that Loki treatment where he shows up and is killed right away. At least let him do something first. Otherwise, what a waste of not just the character, but like a waste of a few years of planning and storytelling. Because now, if they do write out Kang, I feel like the quantum realm is also written off too, because you can't really mention it anymore if you don't want to mention Kang. We'll see. Part of me hopes that they're just keeping quiet on Jonathan Majors so that the negative respawn dies down, and then if they'll bring him back as a surprise and everyone will embrace him again, at least as Kang. That's what I'm hoping for. Because I like the figure and I like He Who Remains, and Victor Timely was very fun too. Like in a parallel universe, we would have seen other variants, and that concept is so fun. Just Avengers trying to outsmart Kang or whatever that might be. And we also have Renslayer in the Void. Like if you write out Kang, then what's happening to her? Hold on, I'm just trying to fix this piece out, this camera. Can they legally have him played by human, or does Major still have the contract? I am unsure. I like the idea that only one actor is playing all the Kangs in this scenario, because it makes him feel more threatening when you watch him on the screen. Like, it's always going to be him versus there's going to be a bunch of, but either way could work actually. Like, you won't know who's also a Kang when you meet them. That could be fun too. Yeah, anyway, it just feels like a waste of potential opportunities to play with timelines and Kangs, because the multiverse saga is already pretty messy. I think Alioth runs there. Oh, Alioth! I have questions about Alioth from Deadpool 3. I thought Alioth was working for He Who Remains or Kang, whatever, or he's just doing his own thing. Is Cassandra fully in control of Alioth this whole time? Or did it just recently happen? Or is she just that powerful that she doesn't get eaten by Alioth? Because I thought she was gonna get eaten when Alioth first showed up, but she was just fine with all the others, including the Ant-Man building, the Giant Man building. So what was that all about? Because I like the idea of the void with all the Fox universe, where all the projects got pruned there. I think that's a really funny meta thing they did. I'm just confused on who controls Alioth, or how can one control Alioth. Oh, okay. Okay. So I got 1 step or 2 steps done here. It's a little messy with the glue. Maybe try and figure out where these. Oh, I think this piece goes here. Okay, nice. Did you all enjoy Wolverine? Does she have a deal with Alioth? She seems to use sacrifices to ward him off. Ah, is that what's happening? But how do you communicate with Alioth? He doesn't speak. I like what they were attempting to do with Deadpool, like trying to connect it with the existing lore, but there were just so many questions as I was watching it. Not everything has to be explained, but there were things that it took me out when I had to think too much about it. Because we saw multiple times where Alioth was approaching everybody, including Cassandra, but she was never afraid of her. But they never explain how she can avoid his wrath. Well, Cassandra did come to DP Universe, so it is possible she came in contact with Charles and whole X-Mansion. True, I guess so. Yeah, that sling ring is another thing that is a fun idea, but then it makes you wonder, why won't she just exit regularly? I know they explain why she wants to stay in the void, but if she has the ability to leave at any time, why doesn't she just constantly kidnap people or whatever? But I assume that was done for plot reason. They needed to find a way out of the void, and that was the only thing that they could do without too much explanation. But it's still confusing. It makes your character seem less serious. My question is, what happened to the rest of the Fantastic Four? Are they all dead? I think maybe Johnny did it to them. His loud mouth wrecked everything. Yeah, but it seems like they're all dead based on what Johnny said, right? Oh, okay. This is coming together. Nice. Finally, it's making sense. But I am glad they used Cassandra in the void, because she does seem too powerful. So keeping her in the void being this powerful makes sense to me. Because otherwise, nobody would be able to defeat her. Except maybe Charles. Could be there's a same looking bear universe that ended up in the void, but since this fox, so what if they're actually alive in the DP universe? You keep killing off Fantastic Four members. Is this to make way for the MCU version? I guess so. Yeah, I think with Deadpool, they're indirectly telling us there won't be any more Fox cameos anymore. I guess we probably said goodbye to all of them or something. That's what I'm gathering based on like the end credits. Seems like we're almost finished with surprises, cameos. And I think, yeah, unless they're doing it properly, I am getting tired of cameos that don't serve the plot anything. You know what I was thinking? Remember how hyped we all were when Quicksilver showed up in WandaVision, only to be a fake? I think they can still fix that. Or at least that's my hopeful wishing. Maybe he is from a different universe and had to conceal his identity. That's why he had that stupid name, Ralph Boner. And maybe Agatha found a portal or something that leads to a different universe. Because they never really explained where Ralph went or how he was able to do super speed. I don't... Like, it doesn't make sense that Agatha could just give a random person superpower. And that Quicksilver had knowledge of Wanda too. So in my head, that is a Quicksilver who was maybe just brainwashed by Agatha. And then that way they can tie it back to the multiverse too. Maybe this is the same universe as Monica's, the one where Monica ended up in. That's just my wishful thinking. Because Agatha, I know not everyone is excited for Agatha all along, because it feels like it's not connected to anything. But I think they can still fix it if they plan it right. Or maybe Wanda gave him super speed subconsciously. I guess so, that could be true too. It just, yeah, they never really explicitly say how powerful Wanda is. It is still pretty crazy that she took over the entire town. So maybe she is that powerful. But with the recent announcement of RDJ as Doctor Doom, it makes me more excited to see and hopeful to see Wanda return. Because now I feel like Wanda is probably one of the only ones who can help fix whatever is about to happen. Agatha is connected to another upcoming project, and is going to feature a particular character. Okay. Can it connect to multiple projects? Because that is fun too. I just don't want Agatha to flop. I know the excitement isn't as high for Agatha, but I also think the MCU is aware of its downfall. Yeah, I think what really is missing in phase 4 and 5 is just that connectivity. Nothing feels connected anymore. But we finally get that Avengers feeling back hopefully with Captain America. But I feel bad for Sam again. Based just from the trailer, it seems like the focus is not on him. The focus is on the Red Hope and the other characters. Maybe not the focus, but that you want to know more about everybody else, not Sam. So I hope they do him justice in his own movie, like how they did with Cap in Winter Soldiers. Make everyone fall in love with the character. Young Avengers and Thunderbolts will hopefully help with the connectivity. Alright, I keep forgetting about the Young Avengers. I hope they do something with them soon, because they are gonna age up. It'll be weird to see them call themselves Young Avengers, but they're all adults. Oh, but what I did like about RDJ as Doom is that we clearly see him as an older person now, RDJ. So he kind of has that like an evil old man feel to it. Not old, but you know what I mean? Like he's not in his 30s anymore. He's somebody who's much more experienced, who probably went through a lot, and his mindset has shifted based on his life experience. I like that part of it. I can see why he became Doom. But do you think there will be more than one Doom, or is this gonna be the Doom? Because I understand why people rather have a fresh face play this character. But if there are multiple Dooms, does that take the impact away from RDJ or the multiverse saga? Or do you just want one Doom to rule them all? Kind of like what Kang and Jonathan Majors was doing. I need to wait for it to dry. This side is a little messed up, but I can't fix it yet because the glue is still wet. Everything's warping. Oh, but RDJ announced as Doom, and seeing Chris Evans as Johnny Storm. It makes me wonder if that's the end of Chris Evans, because it seems silly to bring him back again to play either Steve Rogers or somebody else. Like, will they bring Cap back? Because the issue with bringing Cap back again is that then Sam will feel like a secondary character once more. seems unfair to Sam, you know. Okay, I'll work on the rest probably off screen, but there's supposed to be a step there, and then everything else should attach together, kind of like that. So rows, yeah, I need to wait for the stairs to dry, the glue on the stairs to dry. So I'll probably end it here, but I'm almost done. For those who join late, I also have the loom, and the coolest thing about the loom is that it lights up, so I can have it behind the window, and that's going to be the loom room. I also need to figure out how to suspend this in the air too, but this is looking pretty good. So I'll probably end it here. Thank you for watching again. It's almost my dinner time. And I don't think I can do too much more because the glue isn't dried yet, but I think I did most of it. So I'll finish it off screen and I'll have the video up by Saturday. So thank you for watching, and I will see you soon.